How do you take an 80-acre farm and turn it into something truly special? Every farm is unique, and the most exciting part for us is dissecting every inch. The goal is to map out a strategy to maximize hunting potential and habitat quality. In this episode, we're going to walk you through the design of an 80-acre farm with a few challenges and show you how we transform it to produce some world-class results.
So here at Love the Grind, our passion for designing farms doesn't just stop here. We also offer a consultation service where we come in and design these properties for our clients all over the U.S.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if a client has a 10, 20, or 40-acre farm, or if they've got a big 500-acre piece. It doesn't matter if it's in Minnesota or Iowa or Illinois. What we offer here at Love the Grind, outside of designing our own properties, is putting together strategies for others. So in this scenario for this week, we're actually going to be going to an 80-acre piece that our new clients Josh and Chad have recently acquired.
And they hired us to help them put together a strategy for their 2022 hunting season.
This property's got a big ridge top that sits at one of the highest elevations in Buffalo County, and it's got a big open field at the top of it, about 10 acres in size. So how can we get as many deer as possible, especially mature bucks, to come to that field, use that field as their destination food source, and how can we hunt it effectively, and how can we access it without putting too much pressure on that field? So when we scouted this farm, we realized that the majority of the deer in the area were bedding on the western and southern parts of this big ridge top. If we can position a blind right where we get to the top so that we're not walking through that big field and exposing ourselves to deer that may be feeding in the new food plot that we're going to be putting in, or even bedding off of that western or southerly sides, then that's going to be the most effective approach to being able to hunt that ridge top without putting too much pressure on it and ultimately getting busted and, changing the outcome of not only that hunt but also the hunts to come. So we're going to build a food plot right in the center of that 10-acre ridge top, and we're going to use a combination of habitat, food, and water to increase our access, as well as the food that's offered for the deer up on that ridge top. And we're going to place 3 blinds up on that ridge top for 3 different wind locations and 3 different scenarios depending on how the deer are using that field at different times of the year. In some scenarios, you don't need a ton of acreage to have the right farm and hunt big deer. We're going to form our strategy around the top of this field. And even though we've only got 80 acres of real estate to work with here, I think really about 65, 70 of it's going to be sanctuary. So we're going to leave the majority of it alone, put designs together to get the deer to come to us, and hopefully we're going to be able to put some good deer on the ground on a relatively small piece. So the main social area that we're going to build or incorporate up here is going to be built off of our access, right? Popping up from behind, we're going to put a redneck blind right up there, and we're going to try to generate as much deer traffic as we can to this centralized social area right here.
Hi guys, it's Josh out here in Buffalo County. We're sitting over some beans, some brassicas that we planted. We figured if we're going to see them, we're going to see them later this afternoon. So stay tuned.
Love the Grind is presented by OnX Hunt, mapping for monster success. Cutty back cameras, 24/7, 365 scouting. Ozonics, be undetectable. Elevated arms, experience the next level of shooting. Redneck blinds, the best hunting blind on the planet. Quiet Cat, redefining access. Weiss Realty, your dream property awaits. Domain Outdoor, turn your property into a domain. And by River's Edge Tree Stands, elevating comfort.
We've all been here, but not anymore. Introducing the most lightweight, practical shooting system on the market. The Elevated Arms Model X. Functional, lightweight, comfortable. Bipod and monopod built right into the stock. Experience the next level of shooting.
We live for the hunt, but we love the grind even more. This is our lifestyle. 24/7, 365. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, and more. If you love the grind, visit HomeGrownOutfitters.com and sport your passion.
So in this scenario on this ridgetop, we put the perimeter of the food plot in standing corn, and we put the interior of the food plot in soybeans and brassicas. To take it a step further, once you get up to that ridgetop, we actually put a couple of those 10 acres in switchgrass. And what that does is it allows you to get up to the top and go to 2 of the 3 blinds without the deer in that food plot, even knowing you're up there. Not only does it give you a little bit of a habitat break from some of the agriculture that surrounds it right here, but it's also going to get those bucks in here scent checking, seeing if there's any does laying in it. And you know, as they go through the timber and as they go from food source to bedding, they're going to come in here and scent check to see if there's any does in here. We took it a step further and we actually put in a water hole right smack dab of that ridgetop in the middle of that food source. As long as it's in a secluded spot that feels secluded to the deer and they're comfortable visiting it during daylight hours, it's going to be effective. And in this scenario, we put that water hole right in the middle of the food plot, put brassica walking strips that leads to it, and it's really the hub of everything that happens in that food plot. So the design is in place, food plot's maturing, cameras have been deployed, and Chad and Josh have 2 really nice bucks that have kind of adapted to this new design that we've built out and are using that top food plot that they're going to be able to put together a strategy and go after this fall. So the 2 target bucks that they're going to be after this fall, one is called High Noon. And we gave High Noon that name because this buck is all over the farm at all times of day. We can't tell you the amount of days where this buck has showed up at noon, and he's a homebody. And the second buck is a super tall buck. It's a 9-pointer. He's tall, he's tight. He's probably got 13 and 14 inch G2 and G3s. Very, very impressive buck and a no doubt hit lister. In addition to those 2 bucks, they've also got a buck that's got the start of like 3 or 4 drop tines. They call them drips, and he's going to be a buck that's going to offer some temptation if he steps out, but they've actually elected to pass, thinking that if he makes it, he's going to be a special buck for the next year. So some really exciting deer that they hope to encounter this upcoming season.
First up to bat on this 80-acre farm is Josh. He's going to be after a buck that we call High Noon, and he's already proven to his name by coming out during the daylight hours.
So this is going to be Josh's first hunt, and he's going to get aggressive off the bat. Josh is going to sneak up to the top of the ridgetop. He's going to cut across that field to where we positioned a blind, and he's going to be hunting where High Noon has been coming out several days leading up to the hunt. So we don't oftentimes get that aggressive this early in the year, but when a buck is presenting himself that consistently and we have the intel from the Cutty Link system to support it, it's really a no-brainer to get aggressive and go in there and try to capitalize on that deer's pattern before he changes it.
Hi guys, it's Josh out here in Buffalo County. We're here on opening day of bow season. We're sitting over some beans, some brassicas that we planted, and we got corn on this side that'll funnel the deer closer to us, so it's about a 40-45 yard shot. The temperature is about 82 degrees. It's hot, but wind is good for us. We figured we're gonna see them later this afternoon. So stay tuned.
Every property is unique and each has endless potential. You have the opportunity to create something special. Love the Grind Consulting approaches properties differently. From concept to creation, our out-of-the-box designs and strategies will not only give you more hunting opportunities, but increase the market value of your property. We build world-class farms that are backed by proven results. Let us help you transform your property this year and maximize the value of your asset for generations to come. Contact Love the Grind Consulting today.
Are you a passionate hunter that shares a love for hunting, the preparation, and everything that goes into the process? Then check out Love the Grind on YouTube and subscribe to learn innovative tips and tricks to take your hunting to the next level this season. Instructional property breakdowns, elite design concepts, real-world hunts, proven strategies. Learn how to increase your hunting opportunities and improve your property. Subscribe on YouTube and join a growing community of people like you who love the grind.
He's gonna feed into our view. How's he look? He looks really good. You're supposed to say small so my heart calms down. I smoked him. 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 He's gotta go down right there. He's gotta go down. He's just right down. Right your feet. Smoked. I know. Man, we saw him over there on a camera 80 acres away, and he came in. Andy, we got high noon. I shot him. He's down. We got him. Yeah, yep. High noon's done. So we got him on film too. Honest to God, he came back around. Jeff. Honest to God, we smoked him. Jeff, we got him. We've got great footage, 20-yard shot. And he fell in the beans. I knew exactly when I saw him, man, I prayed for this and it happened. It's awesome. Not bad. Here he is, boys. Look at this thing. Unbelievable. Look at that buck. Holy. Look at this thing. That's strictly amazing. He's bigger than I thought he was. Look at how long these beams are. Andy, thank you for commenting me before I shot this thing, buddy. Unbelievable hunt. What do you think of him, buddy?
Unbelievable.
So what we wanted.
It's huge.
It'll be hard to top this. It really will. Look how wide he is. Oh my. By far the biggest bull buck.
So all in all, that's super impressive. Josh is able to take the design that we built, put together a strategy and a game plan to go in on the first sit of the season on his new farm and shoot his biggest buck to date.
So now that Josh is tagged out with one of their target bucks, now Chad has the rest of the season to go after the other.
just got up in the stand. We already got 3 does eating out the brassicas. Looks like it's gonna be a really good sign for tonight. We had some work on camera last night over in this area. We got some nice high pressure moved in. I think it's gonna be a good night. Pretty cool, about 63 degrees. Gonna cool down fast tonight, so it should be a good night. We're excited. All right, it's September 23rd. We're really zeroing in on Spork. This is day 3. Saw him on camera late last night. Think we know where he is.
Welcome to HomeGrown Outfitters!
Follow us on social media and share in the experience all year long.
We had some work on camera last night over in this area. We got some nice high pressure moved in. I think it's gonna be a good night. Pretty cool, about 63 degrees. Gonna cool down fast tonight, so it should be a good night. It's Spork. He's coming right at us. Just get ready. Yep, it's him. Yep. So we had a good night tonight. Had a lot of little bucks moving early. Then all of a sudden Spork stepped out about 150 yards away. Came into some corn, started walking an edge looking like he was on a mission. So we got prepped. He was playing right into our game, thought he was gonna come right by us, and ended up sitting till dark and never saw him again. So we're gonna have to try again. All right, it's September 23rd. We're really zeroing in on Spork. This is day 3. Saw him on camera late last night. Think we know where he is. It's about 57 degrees today, overcast. We think we got a good chance of killing him tonight. This is gonna be the last hunt for a little bit here. All right, it's Tuesday, September 27th. We are back after Spork today. Just had a major cool down, 56 degrees right now. He was running all over camera last night. I buzzed out here 3.5 hours. We're gonna go get him tonight. I think it's the night. It's looking great. High pressure moved in, sunny. It's supposed to get down real cold tonight. We're zeroing in on Spork. Same thing we did last night. We keep over here. Great night of hunting tonight. Had does and fawns all over the place. Saw about 6 or 7 littler bucks. Spork finally stepped out about 200 yards away. Unfortunately, he had other plans tonight, so he didn't make it our way.
A lot of good bucks around tonight though. They were moving, so gonna have to come up with a plan to get a little closer to him or get him a little closer to us.
A couple weeks go by, we get a text that now Chad's tagged out and he's shot the big 9, which is the other target buck. And at the time we got the text, we happened to have a bunch of guys in camp. So we asked Chad to bring that buck into camp so that we can all get our hands on it and hear the story firsthand from him what happened. So one of our Love the Grind clients actually killed a slammer this morning. So we're actually gonna kick off the weekend here at HomeGrown Outfitters with a buck on the ground. So we got the staff here at a staff meeting. They're gonna come out, take a look at this buck, and we're gonna get our hands on him, so can't wait.
Oh, baby. Look at them two.
Oh, you guys, to appreciate this, you gotta be up here.
Something else, huh?
Wait a minute. Did you know?
I didn't know that was there.
Did you know he had that?
No, nobody did.
What did this one go?
13 1/4.
Okay, so we were thinking 14, so makes sense.
12 3/4, I think, here.
Okay, that is a stud.
Yeah.
What an incredible, rewarding story. We were able to help these two guys on their new farm go after 2 target bucks they had that actually turned out to be their biggest bucks to date.
And in addition to that, not only did we help them with their farm and help them get their hands on their biggest bucks to date, but they're now guys that we call our friends and are part of our hunting family. And that's really kind of the basis for why we started Love the Grind.
Whether your farm is 80 acres or 500, there's always something you can do to take it to that next level. Congratulations to Josh and Chad on 2 great bucks. This innovative design is paying off big in year 1, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for this property.